Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. It was just really, really beautiful here over the weekend. Temperatures 65 to 75, depending on whether it was Saturday or Sunday, and severe clear, very little wind. So very, very enjoyable. Got in a couple of bike rides, watched a little football, ate a little too much. Great weekend to me. Today is Columbus Day. It's a banking holiday. Why is it a banking holiday? Because of New York City's Italian population, and New York City goes out and celebrates today. It's kind of like St. Patrick's Day in Chicago when everybody pours out and does it. So the New York-based markets tend to be pretty quiet on a day like today, especially as you get closer to noon Eastern time. Treasuries are closed. The markets most affected by bank closing or bank holidays are currency markets and treasuries, the bond market. The cash bond market is closed today, so we're not going to have a lot driving the treasuries today. I think the biggest focus is going to be the direction of the E-mini. The E-mini is up and reflecting the consensus that Hillary is still going to win the presidency no matter what, and if you believe the polls, you'd be of that mind. Everything points to Hillary being able to hang on and barely cross the goal line to win the presidency, and that's what Wall Street wants. So I would expect the stock market's going to try to trade higher today. But generally speaking, when today is all said and done, we deal with trading range markets with pretty low volatility, especially so in treasuries and currencies. So the direction of the E-mini is going to give us probably our best indicator which way treasuries are going to trade. Right now the E-mini is trading up and treasuries are trading lower. Can we bust the 29.20 area? That's going to be the issue. So our first little buy band is going to be 20 to 24, buy 1. Then 13 to 17, buy 2. Playing for a trading range market with a down bias. Our first sell is going to be 27 to 31. Pretty aggressive. We're leaning against resistance right here at 130. I would like to get it done at 31 to 03. Second sell is 3 to 7. Today's news, labor market condition indexes, we don't have any estimate for that. Last month it was minus 0.7, so, but no one will pay any attention to it. It's the same effect as having no news. Okay, the knob spread came in a bunch. We went out at 34.28. It was 34.14 this morning when I wrote it down. So 30 years pointed lower, and the structure is pointed lower. Right now, my guess is that the E-mini is going to drive the direction of the market. Last rotate it stopped at 10 or at 04, so 8 to 12 is first resistance. 15 to 19 is sell 1. 27.31, sell 2. On the buy side, we're at support right here, so 64, 63.28 is number 1. 25.21, buy 1. And then 9 to 13, buy 2. Now, it doesn't usually happen on a day like today, but with the banks closed, if they start a run on treasuries, there's no buffering right there. There is no cash market. So the volume, the counter buys and sells, people buying cheaply or for lower prices, isn't there. So sometimes markets can run a great deal on Columbus Day, but not usually. So we have to be careful for that. Gold was up. Iran fired another missile at one of our destroyers. Russia has moved nuclear weapons off of Russian soil. Mother Russia anyway. And United States has broken off talks with Russia over Syria, with threats going back and forth between both of them. I think Russia has the upper hand. As far as Syria goes, I doubt seriously that our government will do any more than talk about lines in the sand, which is the best place to have a line. It would be in the sand, easy to erase. Okay, gold selling 65, 67, pretty much where we were on Friday, and 70, 72. Got a pretty good chance to get up there and retest at 65. We've got a P overnight. On the buy side, 55, 57, and then 50 to 52. Okay, a seller at the 112.25 area. So 15 to 25, sell one. Sell two, 40 to 50. Don't see how we get that high. On the buy side, yeah, that worked out pretty well, didn't it? So 15 to 25 is sell one. $40 to $50. Sell two. On the buy side, $11.75 buy one. $11.50 buy two. We'll play for a trading range market here also, but looking to test support before we test resistance. And you gotta like the buy in the 1150 area better, because that's where support is right now. Okay, most people just reading the stuff over the weekends, the articles out longer term, think pretty well convinced that right now it's a 45 minus, $50 plus, maybe as high as 55. Goldman has said 53. Again, a week or so ago after the OPEC announcement, the meeting, we said they would get stops above 50. If we can make 50-50 support, not resistance, the next stop is at 51.50, 51.75 area. Get through that, then Goldman's 53 will pop up. So 50-50, 50-75, trying to trade up right now. Sell one. 51, 51 and a quarter, sell two. The buy side, the breakout came at 80, so 49.50, 49.75 buy one. 49 even, 49 and a quarter buy two. Think we're going higher. Okay, we still have a seller at 60 to 65. We're at 55 right now, so looks like we're trying to trade higher here. So 59, 61, sell one. 64, 66, sell two. If we're going to get action today, I would think crude and the E-mini is where it would be. But Columbus Day tends to kill activity in the stock markets too, because the banks are closed, and that takes a lot of support, a lot of potential players out of the market. It's 2150 to 2145 is support, so 49.51 by 1, 44.46 by 2. Okay, just looking at the screen right here, a sell above 59, so that 59 to 64 area is prime sell territory. And on the buy side, a buy against 40 right down here. This buy at 50, we're kind of right in the middle, right no man's land, playing for higher prices, but 35 to 40 is pretty good support. 60 to 65 is really good resistance. And keep that in mind as we trade today. Okay, now this is being perfectly frank. This is a day that doesn't usually offer a lot of opportunity. So keep that in mind. Be patient. Let the market come to you. Don't try to force the issue. I'm going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.